Hi friends, I welcome you all in this exciting training session being conducted by TNV Academy. Let me explain to you what we will be covering in this session. In today's session, we will be covering the clause 8.5, Control of Production and Service Provision. And this comes under the main clause 8, which is Operation. The clause 8 signifies the do part of the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle, which is called PDCA or Process Approach. Now let us understand about the internal references taken by the clause 8.5 of ISO 9000-2015. As far as this clause is concerned, this takes reference from ISO 9000-2015 standard, which is Terms and Definitions. This standard spells out the terms and definitions used in the international standard so that no misinterpretation is done while implementing the requirements of ISO 9001-2015. Now let me tell you what are the key learnings, takeaways from this session. At the end of this session, you will be able to understand what are the preparations required before start of the operations, how to ensure the readiness of organization for production and service provision. So let's begin our discussion regarding clause 8.5, Control of Production and Service Provision. This clause consists of 6 subclauses. What are they? 8.5.1, Control of Production and Service Provision. 8.5.2, Identification and Traceability. 8.5.3, Property belonging to customers or external providers, or you can say suppliers also. 8.5.4, Preservation. 8.5.5, Post-delivery activities. 8.5.6, Control of changes. In this session, we will be talking about only clause 8.5.1, which is Control of Production and Service Provision. So far, in clause 8 of the ISO 9001-2015, we have been dealing with the planning process for the provision of products and services. Only in clause 8.5, the actual delivery of products and services takes place. So now let us discuss the clause 8.5.1, Control of Production and Service Provision. This clause is all about you control your products and services to make sure that what you produce is what you had planned for in the first place. The organization must carry out the activities to provide the products and services under controlled conditions. There are 8 things that the standard requires the organization to ensure that they are available where it is applicable. If it is not applicable for your products or service, then you can ignore that part and clearly justify the same in the scope documentation of the quality management system. First point is the availability of documented information that defines the characteristics of the products to be produced, the services to be provided, or the activities to be performed and the results achieved. This is clearly addressed in clause 8.2 of the standard requirements for products and services. Second point is the availability and use of suitable monitoring and measurement resources. This availability of monitoring and measuring resources and the calibration requirements is already ensured as per clause 7.1.5 of the ISO 9001-2015 standard, which is called monitoring and measuring resources. The point number 3 is the implementation of monitoring at the appropriate stages to verify the criteria for control of processes or outputs and acceptance criteria for products and services are being met. This information is either provided as a product process specification as part of clause 8.1, operation control, or as part of the design and development output as per clause 8.3.5. The fourth point is the suitable infrastructure and environment for the operation of the processes. This is ensured and discussed under clause 7.1.3 infrastructure, where equipment and maintenance is discussed. Clause 7.1.4 environment for the operation of the processes. If these are applicable to the organization, these need to be considered. Point number 5 is the appointment of competent people, including any required qualifications for the same. This requirement is considered as per 7.1.2 people as a resource as well as the required competencies for operation is considered under clause 7.2, which is competence as per ISO 9001-2015. The sixth point is the validation and periodic revalidation of the ability to achieve planned results of the process for production and service provision, where the resulting output cannot be verified by subsequent operations. This requirement is to ensure special processes like heat treatment, painting, welding, etc., where the output of the process cannot be verified without destroying the product. Hence, the processes are validated and revalidated on a periodical basis. For example, welder qualification, sample piece in heat treatment along with the product batch, etc., etc. Seventh point is the implementation of actions to prevent a human error. Implementation of mistake proofing, poka-yoke methods, templates, jigs and fixtures, these are done to eliminate the problem to be considered as a necessity. Eighth point and the final point is the implementation of release, delivery and post-delivery activities. This includes final inspection checks on the product or service before handover to the customer, packaging requirements, if applicable, and considering requirements for after-sales service, support, warranty service, etc. Friends, I hope you are clear with the requirements of Clause 8.5.1, Control of Production and Service Provision, which serves as a quick checklist before starting the production or service provision in the organization. So now we will learn about the mandatory documents that an organization has to maintain while meeting the requirements of Clause 8.5.1. There is mandatory documentary requirement for maintaining documented information for the characteristics of the product, services, activities to be performed, and results achieved. Dear friends, we have now come to the conclusion of this training session. I hope that all of you must have understood the requirements and concepts that fall under the Clause 8.5.1 of ISO 9001-2015. See you soon with an exciting new topic. Till then, it's me signing off. Goodbye and thank you.